You might not be able to speak Spanish because of your approach to speaking Spanish. In this video, we reveal the one hack you need to know to become a better Spanish speaker. Vámonos. Hola, soy Profe Don Omar de Habla Conmigo TV, and on this channel, I provide content to help you become a better Spanish speaker at your own pace. And in this episode of 30 for 30, we're discussing one key element, one key strategy that's going to help you be able to carry a conversation in Spanish and do it on your terms. Pick this scenario and tell me in the comment section below I can relate if this is you or if it sounds like you. You've been watching a ton of language videos on YouTube and you've been beasting on your language app that you love so much. But when it comes to actually having a conversation with a person in Spanish, that's where you tap out. That's where you struggle. Some of the popular issues that I've heard over the years have been, I can't think fast enough, or I don't know what to say next, or I get frustrated. For the last 22 years as a Spanish instructor, the challenges with speaking Spanish haven't changed. They're the same. It's just the people with the challenges. Message. I'll give you another bonus strategy that you can put on top of this strategy to level up your Spanish speaking abilities. The hack that you need is control the narrative. Control. I don't know if you remember that song. Depends on how old you are, but control the narrative. So what do I mean by that? You've got to start the conversation how you want to start it. You've got to talk about what you want to talk about. And number three, you've got to end the convo when you want to end the convo. As a beginning Spanish speaker, it is okay to jump in and jump out. Kind of like, the double Dutch thing. Get in there, do your thing, and then get out, right? So break it down, profe. What are you talking about? Start, talk, end, right? Check it out. I'm going to use my favorite greeting or my favorite greetings to start the conversation off, okay? What do I mean by that? You know the greetings that you like to use, right? Use the same ones until you can say, okay, I'm tired of using that one. I'm going to add on to them. We know the 3 times a day. We got morning, afternoon, evening. You've got to tag those with hola, right? You can also follow up with, how are you, right? So we got our primary greeting, our secondary greeting. That's in your toolbox. Make sure you use it. The next thing, talk your ish. Talk about what you know is to control the narrative and understand, hey, I'm going to jump into this thing. I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about. After that, I'm getting out of the conversation. People will never know. They're just, oh, it's a short conversation. Hey, what? That's cool. It's totally okay. You are a beginner and it's okay to be a beginner, right? So talk your ish.
Buenos noches, días. 7, 8.
Talk about what you want to talk about, and then boom, bring it home, right? In that conversation on the spot. Let's take a look, ladies and gentlemen. Peep game, right? Here are the puzzle pieces that I'm going to utilize. Puzzle pieces being put in place. If you haven't seen these videos, I'll put the link in the description below so that you can check out what they look like. Remember, start, talk, end. That's the hack. Run it. Here we go. We're going to run this play. Buenos días, señorita. ¿Cómo estás? Estoy bien, gracias. ¿Y usted? All I did was start the conversation the way I know how, and I expect the response that she gave. Estoy muy bien, gracias. ¿Cómo te llamas? This is me talking, right? Estoy muy bien, gracias. I'm controlling the conversation, controlling the narrative. I'm putting the question forward. Me llamo Pamela. ¿Cómo se llama? I knew she was going to come at me with that question because I set it up that way. Set up the conversation the way you wanted to go. Mucho gusto, Pamela. Soy Omar. Right? Now I know I'm going to exchange that pleasantry. Nice to meet you. I'm Omar. Now, if she's been brought up in a great home, she's going to be somewhat courteous. I'm expecting that. All right. She might not, but chances are in a polite conversation, there's nothing to provide anybody to be upset here. She probably will come back with, oh, encantado, Omar. Pleased to meet you. Boom. Good stuff. Start, talk about what you know and end it. Here I go. I'm talking about what I know. Oye, ¿te gusta la música aquí? Sí, me gusta mucho la música. She might even add in este club, depending on where you are, right? And your context clues will help you understand that as you're hearing it. But because you know how to use the verb gustar, and if you don't know, check out the link with likes versus dislikes. But you can check this out and say, oh, okay, I knew she was going to probably tell me either she does or she doesn't like the music. Excelente, Pamela. ¿Quieres bailar? Now I'm going into my wants, right? ¿Quieres bailar? Right? Show these salsa moves off, right? Or these bachata moves or merengue moves. I'm expecting one of two answers, right? Gracias, pero no. No quiero bailar. I mean, you can see the no's. They help out and tell you what's going on. You can hear it in the conversation. Gracias, pero no. Or no gracias, no quiero bailar. Either way you hear it, you're going to understand that. Keep it going. I've exhausted everything that I need to say here. I'm getting ready to end the conversation. Está bien. Nos vemos. All right. Now, what does she got? Ciao, Omar. There you go. Start, talk, end. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, if you stuck around to this point, we've got the bonus strategy that I want to show you here. All right. The strategy is this: focus, anticipate, close. This is just a spinoff of what we just talked about. Start, talk, end. We're focusing on our objective in the conversation. What is it that I'm trying to convey in this conversation that I'm about to start with someone? What am I anticipating as their responses to what I'm getting ready to say? And how do I close this conversation out? So you might say, well, how's this going to work if I just jump into it? Hey, have this strategy in line. Think about what you're going to say, right? You remember the old cliche, think before you speak? This is you thinking before you speak.
Message.
Focus on your objective in the conversation. Anticipate how you're going to continue in that conversation. What are you going to say? What are they going to say? Anticipate their answers and then close it out when you're ready. Let's take a look. Peep game. Here we go. Here are our puzzle pieces that we're going to incorporate here. All right. We've used 3. We're adding an additional one. El verbo estar. This is my conversation about one of the most favorite things I like in my life. Tacos. Right. So here we go. I know you hear the sizzling in the back, right? The cooking of the tacos. This is my conversation. Focus, anticipate, close. Strategy, hack we're using. Hola, Rafael. What do you think Rafael is going to say? Anticipate his answer. Buenas, Don Omar. All right, or buenas noches, or buenas tardes, whichever one he's using. ¿Qué quieres comer? This is me talking. I'm talking to Rafael. Anticipate what he's going to respond with. 2 ways. Quiero comer tacos. ¿Y usted? And I know what usted means because I've been watching the video on 2 verses usted. And if you haven't, I'll put a link in the description. I'll put a card right here on this screen right here. But I'll put the link in the description below. All right. Now, he's asked usted. I know what that means. I'm good to go. I'm anticipating he was going to ask me that because I had asked him. So what do you think I'm going to say here? Está bien. Me gustan los tacos. All right. Now, I'm going to hit him with something else. We're now sitting at the table in el restaurante. We've got the menus. We've already ordered. We've got the tacos in front of us, right? And then I hit him with, ¿Qué tal están los tacos, Rafael? Right? What do you think he's going to say? You know the verb is started. If you watch that video, you know this is asking, how are the tacos, Rafael? Check them out. What do you think he's going to say? Got 2 ways it can go here. Aquí los tacos están deliciosos, Don Omar. I knew it. It was going to be either they're good, bad, awful, disgusting, or they're going to be great, excellent, delicious, rich, whatever. There was only one, good or bad. There was only 2 ways it could go. We focused on our objective. We were going to talk about their tacos, right? I was going to anticipate the answers based on the questions that I was giving them, right? It's time for me to close this bad boy out. Excelente, Rafael. Buen provecho. Gracias, Don Omar. Buen provecho. La tarea para esta noche. Your homework for tonight, buen provecho. If you don't know what that phrase means, es la frase para esta semana o la palabra del día. It's the word of the day, the phrase of the week. I want you to find out what buen provecho means and put your answer in the comment section below, damas y caballeros. And I also want to know in the comments, did you have a strategy before you saw this language hack reveal, this Spanish hack reveal, how to conduct a conversation? Did you have your own strategy? And be sure to check out our next video here on how to start an introductory conversation, or you can even check out the playlist for our 30 for 30. Soy Profe Don Omar. Nos vemos.